All right, January 8th. Welcome to another episode of Stand Tall. It's Monday, and we are back in The Art of War, Chapter 6, Verse 11. If we wish to fight, the enemy can be forced to an engagement, even though he be sheltered behind a high rampart and a deep ditch. All we need to do is attack some other place that he will be obliged to relieve. Right? So even no matter how deeply entrenched your enemy is and how much fortification they have, no matter how much fortification you have, if there's something going on elsewhere that's diverting their attention and they have to go relieve it or depressurize the situation or put out the fire, rescue their troops, right? So when something like that happens to us, we need to be cognizant of that and make sure that we are not being attacked. Let's go over to an alternate translation right quick. Master Sun says, therefore, when you want to do battle, even if the opponent is deeply entrenched in a defensive position, he will be unable to avoid fighting if you attack, or he will surely go to the rescue. Okay? Cao Cao and Li Quan agree. Cut off their supply routes, guard their return routes, and attack their civilian leadership. Oh man, yeah, if you really want to overthrow a country, attack the civilian leadership. That's the thing. So like for us, right, if it's just a person, it's probably maybe the emotional center of your brain or the civilian leadership, the thing that means the most, what you're really trying to protect. So be careful to guard that and be cognizant of what's happening outside. Okay, Dumu says that if you are on your home territory and the opponents are invaders, then cut off their supplies and guard their return routes. If you are on the opponent's home ground, then attack the civilian leadership. So, that is our reflection from The Art of War. Now we like to go over to the Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman for January 8th, which is today, and see what we can do to bring Eastern warfare philosophy and Western Stoicism into one. Okay, January 8th. Seeing our addictions. Oh, this is a good one for a lot of people. We must give up many things to which we are addicted, considering them to be good, right? A lot of people can be addicted to work. Otherwise, courage will vanish, which should continually test itself. Greatness of soul will be lost, which can't stand out unless it disdains a petty, what the mob regards as most desirable. So the mob being most desirable. Okay, so Seneca, Moral Letters, 74.12b to 13. What the mob regards as most desirable. Be careful, yeah. So greatness of soul will be lost. It can't stand out unless it disdains as petty. So drinking, cigarettes, things like that, you know, the mob, everybody else. You can't really be great if everyone else desires it and it's an addiction, but you don't see it as petty or below you because you need to overcome it. And so what does that look like for you? Is it video games? Is it pot? Is it drinking? Is it smoking? Is it chewing tobacco? Is it working too much? Is it working too little? Is it TV? Is it Netflix? Is it fiction books? There's all these things that it can be. And knowing how humans are, being able to face in reality, in the mirror of reality, what your addictions are, the sooner you can accept them. And then greatness of soul can be regained. I don't think it's you know, Seneca's saying it will be lost, but I think you can gain it back. I think you can get your courage back once you overcome certain things, certain addictions, as it were, because then you can see yourself doing the work in a sober light. You can actually see yourself doing the work, and then you can remember yourself doing the work, and you can call back to that. What we consider to be harmless indulgences can easily become full-blown addictions. We start with coffee in the morning, and soon enough we can't start the day without it. We check our email because it's part of our job, and soon enough we feel the phantom buzz of the phone in our pocket every few seconds. Soon enough, these harmless habits are running our lives. The little compulsions and drives we have not only chip away at our freedom and sovereignty, they cloud our clarity. Our freedom and sovereignty of mind is clouded by these things, these little compulsions, these micro drivers. We think we're in control, but are we really? As one addict put it, addiction is when we've lost the freedom to abstain. Let us reclaim that freedom. The freedom to abstain, it's your choice. You don't have to do the thing next time you want to do it. You don't have to do it because you're obligated to do it, right? Whether that be work or video games. Be able to, like we've talked about before, rest intentionally. Abstain intentionally. What that addiction is for you can vary. Soda, drugs, complaining, gossip, the internet, biting your nails. But you must reclaim the ability to abstain, because within it is your clarity and self-control. Your clarity, right? Your greatness of soul, your courage, your self-control, your clarity, your courage and clarity. You can regain those things. Okay? And so, just like Sun Tzu saying, attack where they have no choice but to go and reclaim, go and defend. Those little impulses that we get for our addictions, that's the attack outside of our fortification. Do we still need to go and fulfill that addiction?